you clicked on this video. And it's because you might be feeling stuck, feeling like you don't know where to go, what to do with your life. And I'm here to tell you, I don't have the answer. And neither do you, apparently. But I'm also going to tell you, maybe it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? If you can't figure out why it matters, then it doesn't. And another thing, if you can't change certain things, then you don't need to stress about those things. Because that's all just made up in your head. And so if you're feeling stuck and you want to be unstuck, the best way to go about it is think about all of the things that make you feel stuck and really critically think about them. Analyze the source of what those things are. Most of that feeling is self-imposed, is what you'll find. And that's because most things that make you feel stuck are things that are going to be out of your control, at least in the short term. I do believe long term you can make subtle changes and take daily action that's going to bring you to your long-term goals. But if you're too busy feeling stuck and depressed in the short term, there's no way you're going to make it. And I just want to let you know, you can make it. It's just going to take a little bit of gumption. Mostly it's going to take belief that you can get through it. And I know for me, I get in my head a little too much. And, I'm guilty of overanalyzing and getting caught up in minor details that don't really matter. And it's a good practice to zoom out and take a look at, what the real issues are, and take accountability. Take some responsibility with where you're at. Even if a lot of it's not your fault, it doesn't matter, because the only thing that you have an influence over is how you respond and what you do with the situation that you're in. And so, yeah, I've just been doing a lot of reflecting, feeling sad, feeling down, but that doesn't produce results. And if you're trying to have some results, maybe you better spend your time doing something else. So yeah, I'm just on my way home from doing a few showings for other agents, and When I get home, I have a couple of BPOs I gotta work on, which are broker price opinions. All these little things pay so much little money, and so it motivates me to build a system, a lead generation system for myself that I understand how it works, know where leads are coming from, design it myself. Tomorrow I'm going to be attending a little walkthrough on this system that's built on Go High Level that seems to work really well. So perhaps I can integrate with their system and basically run my own campaign, which I already know you can do. It's just about getting out there and doing it. The main thing is consistency. I'm going to keep saying this every single time that I'm on here, which is why I'm filming these videos. I didn't really want to film this one. I just kind of feel like sitting here in silence because I've been and it's just kind of hard to come up with things to talk about on the fly. So, but I do know that this will yield dividends if I do build this skill. So I'll come back to the main theme of feeling stuck. I think one thing that makes people feel stuck, including myself, is the limitless options that there are in today's world. There's infinite possibilities, potential routes, ideas to pursue, projects to be done, infinite. And that in itself can be so overwhelming that you literally get paralyzed and mentally, and you can't move forward, which makes you feel stuck. And I'm working on building a personal development tool that will be designed to help you overcome this sort of analysis paralysis or uncertainty on what to pursue, and just provide you with some really deep internal context that will allow you to really just take a look at yourself from a new perspective and be able to assist you. So one of the ideas is basically having a chat interface as one component of the platform, but it's programmed with a lot of details about you that you might not believe in, such as astrology, and a little thing called human design. These two things, along with personality quizzes, like a disc profile and the Myers-Briggs, and another one called the Big Five. Those 5 things provide so much insight. And I actually built a prototype for myself, literally just a custom GPT that I gave all this data, and it's pretty insightful. I need to do some more testing with it and kind of design the system in a way where it acts as a guide. And then also, I have an idea of turning it into an academy. So maybe you have this like little assistant chatbot tool that knows you on a deep level, and then there's a curriculum that you're following along with, and using this little chat tool where you can. The goal of it is to know yourself and know just basically get unstuck. And I want to kind of tailor it towards entrepreneurship, just because I think that the world needs more entrepreneurs. I think if everyone was an entrepreneur, I think that'd be all right. I don't think we need like a bunch of minions. You know what I mean? So I think that if I can help like craft as many entrepreneurs as possible, or like take those who have like maybe considered entrepreneurship and like I don't know what to do, or like too risky, like maybe just like eliminate some of that risk, or help them clarify their path on what they want to do, because that's mainly what I'm talking about with being stuck, is like as far as career and financial well-being, and the different things you can pursue nowadays with technology, and how that relates to your income. AI is definitely taking over a lot of people's jobs, and I think it's going to be very important for you to know how to use these tools and turn it into a business, or don't even think of it as a business, like turn it into how you can service the world, how you can help other people. And simply by helping other people who specifically struggle with something that maybe you have also struggled with, by doing that, you will be rewarded. And so, yeah, maybe not think of it in the beginning as like, oh, I'm trying to start a business to make money, and it's fine if you are thinking that like that, but maybe try framing it as like, what is the point of being here, being alive on Earth with other humans? What is the point? Maybe I'll show you guys the skyline here a little bit. Beautiful Seattle. See it? But yeah, so that's kind of going to be the premise of my community that I'm starting, and the product that I'm working on to help entrepreneurs. It's called Niche of One, and it's really going to be a tool to help you find your path in entrepreneurship and what you like. What would be the most fulfilling? What would be the most fulfilling, and what would be the most impact and like, does the greatest good without taking away from your own happiness or comfort. I want to say comfort, but you really should push your limits of comfort. I'm more like talking about having the biggest impact without sacrificing too much of your own peace. Like unless you're like really gung ho and want to go hard, like fucking, we need those people too. So yeah, if you feel like doing that, if that's for you, if that's your calling, like let's see it, run it up. But for the majority of folks, I think we just want to live a life that's fulfilling and has a positive impact, and you are also able to have your own personal life. You know, doing your hobbies, hanging out with family and friends, and doing random things, whatever you want to do. That's going to be the majority of people. But I want you to be able to make money in a way that helps people directly. I suppose indirectly is fine, but I just don't want people to just job because they think it's the way, like the only way. And yeah, it can be safe, but really it's like you're sacrificing a part of yourself for that safety. It's like there's a price. There's a price that you're paying when you're stuck in a job, and there's obviously a price to starting a business. It's a risk for sure, but I think nowadays it's like that risk has gone down so much that more and more people are joining in on this, on starting a business and just going for it. And that's what I want to inspire and like help people to do in a way that's like not following trends or whatever. Like do it for yourself. Figure out what you're good at, what you love doing. Do the little Ikigai challenge. That's a good idea. I think I could incorporate some challenges and some like workbooks. Maybe it's like a big workbook with challenges sprinkled in there. And while you're going through the workbook, the LLM chat interface that you're using along the way will be fed with more knowledge about you in order to help guide you. So the starting point is like astrology, human design. If you don't know your time of birth, here's a link. If you live in the United States, you can order your birth certificate and you'll know the time that you were born. Figure it out through, you can either hire like an astrologer to do what's called, I think it's called like, I forget what it's called. Rectification. I think it's called like birth time rectification. That's pretty crazy going up now. But yeah, you can get your birth time rectified if you don't know what time you were born. And it's important to know that for the accuracy of your chart, both in human design and astrology. But regardless of that, yeah, there is a way to get it rectified, either through an astrologer, or what I want to do is design a quiz, or like this big kind of form or worksheet that you go through in order to figure out what time you might have been born, like the rough time you might have been born. And the reason why this, I think, will work, and the reason why astrologers can also do this, is the moon moves about 2.5 degrees per hour, I believe. And so, in a full, so basically, in a full day, the moon can move. It can change into the next sign. So, like, you might be, you can go from like a Scorpio moon to a Libra moon. It just might be close. And the other thing is your rising sign changes every hour. So if you design a quiz in a smart way, you can determine someone's rising sign. And I've tried a few different ones, but I think I'll use AI to help me figure out a really detailed quiz with high accuracy. So like I definitely have to test it with like a bunch of people, figure that out. But yeah, so it would have some like questions specifically about it. Would okay, yeah. The main thing would be like if you could just figure out your rising sign, it would give you the within the hour of that you were born, and that's good. But it would need to also look at your chart. It would need to like have like maybe like 12 different versions of your chart, like one for every 2 hours, and be able to look at the different aspects as well, because those aspects can be very telling and prominent. So like if your moon is like 0 degrees like square aspect to like Mercury or something, that can be very different than someone who has like their moon is like trine to their Mercury, which I think would be possible within a 24-hour period. Not sure. But yeah, so we would have to look at that as well. It'd be a pretty detailed type of quiz. But anyway, that would help in order to figure out the time you were born and then be able to have hyper personalized insight for your starting point to discover your niche of one. So yeah, as long as you have the desire to progress, I think this would be a very successful endeavor. Yeah, and I thought of another product. It could be used for dating and relationships, which kind of was supposed to be my project for the We Are No Code 30-day bootcamp. So I have a good start on that. Man, yeah, I need these products for myself. So maybe I need to go home and create that for myself, at least, like kind of outline the different points I want to hit for the workbook to discover yourself. Self-discovery workbook. Oh, digital workbook. Yeah, where I'm at right now, I'm laid off of work, carpentry work, and I'm looking to keep doing more real estate because it is enjoyable when I have business. So I need to get this lead generation cracking because if you don't have a pipeline, you don't have a business. So yeah, you gotta build up the pipeline. Yeah. Thinking about getting a new mount for this that's like a little bit higher up so that you can kind of see my environment a little bit more. I think that'd be interesting. Like, like, I don't know. I'd be like up here a little bit. Yeah, that would be interesting. That's a little better. I think that looks cooler. And then like use the so that it's a better resolution. Yeah, I think this sideways view is pretty dope. Maybe even like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, oh shit. Alright, we're back. That was scary. Anyways, I'm almost home. My beard's getting pretty thick. Probably need to trim. Gotta wash my car too. I have a listing appointment on Thursday. So I gotta brush up on my Aaron Novello tactics. I think I set it up pretty good. I built some rapport over the phone. Got sent her over my commission structure PDF that I created, which kind of outlines our the way that I like to do commission. What the hell is going on here? I'm gonna just go around this motherfucker. Alright. Sorry, buds. I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Anyways. Whoa. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Anyways, y'all. I think I need to like write down on a piece of paper just like a little rough outline of some things to talk about, and then kind of have some way to like measure my improvement on speaking to a camera. Maybe that's a good thing to look at. I'm gonna consult with Chat GPT and see what kind of metrics I can track, or like how I can measure my progress in terms of staying on topic and like refining ability to carry on YouTube uncut, raw, uncut. All right, I'm home now. I'll show you guys my my house, I guess. My humble abode. All right, I'm gonna see you guys. This is my nice tree here. All right, see you later. Banana Rider, miss you, lover. Hit me up, dog. I'll see you in another realm. Bye bye.